Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier.
And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else? You're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, Tua. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's good.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
He was tackled.
9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw, and he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 89 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
4-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. When he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackled. At the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9 now from the 21. These two teams all tied after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. 30. 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Let's go. Henry Ruggs, 81 yards, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run the counter. Edmonds. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Tagovailoa's pass complete to Chris Conley.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
41-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Dobbins, the ball.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 and now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
By Dante Jackson.
Tua going to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He's going to take off with it. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Jets' 40-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 8 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tua wants to throw it on second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Dolphins.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
At the 41-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Fant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jets have recovered. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Second and 2.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Evans has it left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans. 74 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And able to find Conley. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. And again, it's Tagovailoa. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
To Chase Edmonds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Tua to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Draw play, Edmonds. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On second down, Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of a yard.
The Jets on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is third and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
Dolphins 24.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
And again, this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Dolphins.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Miami, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next.